Hello?
I'm just drinking the blender right now.
Nice.
So
But
yeah,
let me
I
explain you
need.
the situation. So basically, yeah, in the wine experimental and non experimental one, the differences in mean was like one was negative 0.200, the other one was negative 0.240. And yeah, they seem to be in the healthy ranges, but obviously, not enough points. And we already
Oh
know.
yeah, we need to no, we need to change it to like not the same day. Remember? And I think that like really changed the results, didn't it?
What do you
Yeah, it was
mean?
like a big difference, especially so so you, so treatment health index is not the day off, not the same day as the treatment
Oh, like
for
1 day
beer or
afterwards?
wine. Yeah, because
We did that for
because
alcohol.
usually
Yeah, yeah. But not like
yeah, and
each separate type of alcohol.
it was all alcohol. Yeah, but I think, well, yeah, I guess if we're just comparing alcohols, then it doesn't really matter to just find which one is best. Like if they're gonna be all off by a bit, they're gonna be off by the same bit. Uh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And yeah.
But yeah, man, yeah, it's kind of so all kinds of weirdness going on with alcohol, to be honest.
Like, I don't know, bro. Like, as someone that, hasn't been super fucking pro of alcohol in my entire life. I always heard that like wine has health benefits in the cardiovascular system and whatnot, right? And yeah, I mean, but basically it's in moderation. Like you don't gotta fucking drink the entire fucking bottle of wine. So yeah, definitely you should not drink, but just if you end up not having the power of will to literally decline the fucking cravings you have, uh just buy wine. Make sure that it's like the healthy one. I will tell you which one is the healthiest one, and have self control. But I will prefer you to
So with
not
wine, I
drink.
usually go. Well, usually with wine, I pick Sauvignon Cabernet.
Yeah, yeah. And
I mean, it's like not sweet at all, and it's like very red.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What I was gonna say, but yeah, bro, like, you just don't do it overall, but no more beer for you, and no more, alcohol for you. But like, well, already know, in case that you cannot really fucking resist the temptation, just do wine, okay?
Yeah, man, it sounds something definitely. Well, uh, next time I'm in the alcohol section getting alcohol, I'll um go for wine. I'll
Yeah. Also,
remember that.
I thought about an experiment. But I want to do my research about that fucking like some health research for next podcast before we do the experiment. So you'll know about what experiment I'm talking about for the day of tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep. No, I'm not gonna ruin it with spoilers.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, and
I don't mind
I
hearing
was
you
for a
eat
second trying.
myself.
Um.
I don't mind hearing you eat or whatever. So yeah, it's fine. Go on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just for a second. I was trying to remember my daylight thing for today, but I guess it doesn't
Okay, just tell
necessarily
me.
matter because I don't. Well, I don't think I'm gonna take a health index today. Yeah, don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, you haven't told me any health indexes in a while, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean I wrote them down.
No, you did
Let me
not.
see.
Well, here not.
No, I wrote them. down somewhere. I haven't like put them there, but let me
Where is
see. I
it?
can try to look it up. I don't know what's the last one you got.
Then.
Okay, so on the 11th I got minus 0.725. On the 13th I got 0.534.
Let me.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
wait,
it.
wait.
14. Yeah, 13, 14. That's all I got.
So, Tirden? Tirden
Uh,
0.50?
yep, 13 0.534.
Okay.
0.534.
Okay.
Why was the fucking CAT scan? I'm gonna blame the CAT scan on that one. And like I fucking didn't benefit from it at all. Like fuck, they just said I'm alright.
Yeah. I wouldn't be that fucking paranoid about the CT scan. Like, probably it only affects you if you're getting them continuously, but once, doubt it. But who knows?
Yeah, but if
What's the
you know
science behind
uh,
the
if
negative
we
side
have
effects?
if we have like zero evidence for either side, right? Then
Yeah, but like, what's the evidence for it being
50-50.
unhealthy?
Oh well, I mean anything that damages your body is unhealthy.
No, no, but like, how does it damages your body? Like, I'm not particularly
Oh, it's
associated with it.
X-rays. It's radiation.
Oh,
The
okay.
same way with radiation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What does CT scan
But
stands for?
uh, computed tomography.
Oh, I see.
Basically, computers do like a lot of work. Recombining what you look like on the inside based on the how X-rays went through you.
Hmm.
Hey, let's talk in like 10 minutes or something. I gotta fuel. I gotta go fuel the truck.
All right then. See ya, bro.
Okay, later.
Oh, wait, wait, wait. Can we? Parmesan cheese and the glutamic acid. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go with that is like 6,000, right? But here's the thing. 100 grams of Parmesan cheese equals to like 6,000 milligrams or 6 grams of glutamic acid. Excuse me. And the recommended amount of glutamic acid that you gotta consume is like around 30 to like 40 grams. 50, it's just like too high end in the research I did. Like, there is no exact amount that you want to consume. Like, there is just speculation of the recommended amount, but basically, in the ranges of the speculation will be like 30 to 50, right? So we can just round it to like 40. So basically, it also depends on how much fucking glutamic acid you take from other sources, such as, I don't know, other foods that you fucking eat, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, usually, I highly doubt that anything else that you eat is as high in glutamic acid. Uh, because, let me start with the tryptophan. So basically, serotonin is made from the amino acid tryptophan through the biochemical pathway in the body. Uh,
What?
what?
I missed it. What?
Serotonin is made from the amino acid tryptophan.
Adenine. What the heck?
Serotonin.
Let me see. What? Serotonin.
Yeah,
Serotonin.
yeah,
Yeah.
serotonin
Okay.
is made from the amino acid tryptophan through our
Okay. I was right.
biochemical pathway in the body. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid that cannot be synthesized by the body and must be obtained from the diet. When tryptophan is consumed and absorbed by the body, it is converted to 5-hydroxytryptophan or 5-HTP by the enzyme tryptophan hydroly- hydrolase 5-HTP is then further converted to serotonin by the enzyme aromatic L amino acid decarboxylase or ADC. So tryptophan serves as a precursor for the production of serotonin in the body. 5-HTP is an intermediate compound in the synthesis of
Wait,
what?
can you pause for a bit?
Okay.
Can you pause for a minute?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, we can just if you remind me, we can just say
I will
double.
remind you.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, basically, tryptophan is an essential. Well, I already told you that. So 5-HTP or 5-hydroxytryptophan is an intermediate compound in the synthesis of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that is involved in regulating mood, appetite, and sleep. When tryptophan is consumed from the diet or released from protein breakdown, it is converted in the body to 5-HTP by enzyme tryptophan hydrolase. 5-HTP is then further converted into serotonin by the enzyme aromatic L amino acid car- decarboxylase or
You
ADC.
do it. Do you remember? Do you remember how did we get on tryptophan? Like, it was a component of something.
Uh, it was related to what is it called? Uh, it was related to let me remember.
It was like one of the three
Yeah, yeah,
antioxidants or some shit that they found
yeah,
that
yeah.
was impactful. But I can't remember from
I'm
what they
trying to
got it.
remember. I'm trying to remember. Fuck. It's like in a different fucking file. I don't remember. Fuck. What?
I bet it's something related to glutathione, like one of its amino acids.
Uh, it was something related. Yeah, it was something related to one study in specific. Where uh hmm it was fuck, what was it? uh Fuck, I don't remember which study it was in specific. Like,
I
I
feel like
do
it's
remember
important,
it.
but I'm completely drawing blank as well.
Yeah, yeah, but it was fuck, let me think about it. Fuck, I'll check it for tomorrow, bro, and I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Just write it down.
Yeah, yeah, let me write it down.
That way we'll remember it better by
Yeah.
talking about it twice.
Yeah, for sure. I'll check it out. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Enzyme aromatic amino acid decarboxylase is an enzyme that is responsible for converting certain amino acids such as
Oh
L.
yeah, wait, whoa, whoa. I remember cheese. We were talking about cheese, and I said because I
Oh,
said like serotonin makes you happy, so cheese makes you happy. Because
oh yeah,
tryptophan
that's
makes
true.
serotonin. Then yeah, tryptophan and cheese. That's fucking where it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Okay.
And it was something also like the study was related to like which one was it, the one in the cholesterol levels, or was it the one that
Uh,
of the antioxidants?
Antioxidants.
Oh, okay.
They like pull like three different antioxidants or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
out of cheese, and they which one was like more beneficial or whatever, and it was like tryptophan, I think, or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. Like all these freaking connections, like we're making, like it kind of blows my mind. Like I never expected things to be that connected, like random things. Like fucking tryptophan and cheese is healthy, and tryptophan is supposedly like serotonin and tryptophan is amazing antioxidants. Like what? Man, like so many things get connected.
Yeah. I mean, that's a human body, basically. A lot of interconnections, a lot of, you know, fucking, what's the word? Like one thing leads to another thing. It's like this process is called this, and this process is made by, these other sub processes, or like process in the background, and this is the name of this process, and these are the components of this fucking processes, and then you gotta fucking know what's behind of that compounds, and then you gotta
But
it's like
yeah,
a lot of
but
stuff.
then you learn a lot about the process, right? And then next thing you find out that fucking like cheese makes the same process, and the ingredients in the process, are in the fucking cheese,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you can just eat it and get those ingredients.
No, I'm not saying that
And
that is
then,
not interesting. I'm just saying that is like super complex. Is what I'm insinuating.
well, for me, like a lot of dots like are like starting to connect. So like I guess I was in a place where it was like all like random things,
Uh huh.
but like the more you know, like like it's like I guess like maybe like let's say like you're just picking up puzzles, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But like once you have like a lot of puzzles, like they're starting to make a fucking picture, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like a fucking
yeah,
picture is coming out.
yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel in a way, where like pieces are like starting to come together, where like I start like fucking feel like a bigger picture,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I
I
get
don't
what
know.
you mean. But what I was
Yeah.
gonna say, what has been like the most fucking staggering discovery that you have made when you connected the dots?
Like based like in a
I don't know, bro.
last
Like, uh,
month or whatever.
like in terms of like that you have that you have like discovered overall, in all the research that we've been doing, or you've done and stuff like that. Like, for example, I don't know. This
uh
is
yeah,
this is
intellectual
correlated to
property.
this. Oh, okay.
Intellectual property.
All right. Uh, but yeah, what I was gonna say. AADC is an enzyme that is responsible for converting certain amino acids, such as L-tryptophan and L-phenylalanine, into important neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. The AADC enzyme is present in various tissues throughout the body, including the brain, where it plays a critical role in synthesis of these neurotransmitters in the brain. Dopamine is important for regulating movement, motivation, and emotions, while serotonin is involved in regulating mood, sleep, and appetite. Deficiency in AADC can result in rare genetic disorder called AAD deficiency, which can lead to severe depression. I mean, severe development delays, movement disorders, and other neurological problems. AADC deficiency is often treated with medication to help increase the levels of dopamine and serotonin in the brain, or with gene therapy aimed to correcting the genetic defect of causes that causes the disorder. Um, Glutathione quantities. Glutathione is a triptide molecule compound of three amino acids: glutamic acid, cysteine, glycine. The amino acid sequence of glutathione is glu, cis, and gly. Therefore, each molecule of glutathione contains
I
one.
missed it. Say that again and slower.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Glutathione is a triptide molecule compound of three amino acids: glutamic acid, cysteine, and glycine. The amino acid sequence of glutathione is glu, cis, and gly. Therefore, each molecule of glutathione contains one molecule of glutamic acid, one molecule of cysteine, one molecule of glycine. The molecular ratio of these amino acids in glutathione is 1:1:1. Uh,
Like oh god, like at some point you get to like 3/4 of the sentence and you like start talking so monotonically that like all the words just like started blending together, and like I'm like start struggling to like separate even the words from each other.
okay, well, let me
Like
let me try to do it. Uh,
I got the first 3 quarters of everything you said, but then the last quarter, like you really started like monotonically just putting all the words together without like any
I
spaces
was
between
trying to say this like slow so you could understand me, bro.
them.
Okay. I did not try to sound monotone. Okay. Each molecule of glutathione contains one molecule of glutamic acid, one molecule of cysteine, and one molecule of glycine. Does that sound better?
No, like the first 3 quarters you said like decently, like normally,
But what
but
about
then the
now?
last quarter somehow you like accelerated, and then like your spaces in between words just disappeared, and you like said like 7 words as like one single word.
Okay, okay. Therefore, each molecule of glutathione contains one molecule of glutamic acid, one molecule of cysteine, and one molecule of glycine. The molar ratio of these amino acids in glutathione is 1:1:1. And in terms of like the compound fucking values of like the molecular weight will be is made out of carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. Um, Two carbons, five hydrogen that are valued like 1.01. One nitrogen that is valued 14.01. Uh,
I still miss. Not now. I like. I don't feel like I even noticed you say it. So I got. So what I got is this. I got glutathione is made out of one molecule of
glu-
each of the three amino
yeah,
acids.
yeah, yep.
After that, and then I feel like you said something after that.
Oh well, basically, what I was gonna say, it contains like a molecule. Wait, what? What the heck? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my computer was lying. So basically, it contains like one compound or one molecule of each amino acid, and the ratio is 1:1:1 of those like
That, that,
the molar
yeah.
ratio of glutathione is
Yeah. Yeah.
1:1:1, right? Uh,
Yeah. I got that part.
yeah, and that's it. And I'm about to tell you, like for example, what is glycine made out of? Carbon, like two carbons.
Okay. Okay.
So you do like you multiply two carbons by two, and then you get 24.02. You multiply five carbons. I mean five hydrogen by five, and you got 5.05. You multiply one nitrogen by one, and you got 14.01. You multiply two oxygen and by 16, uh, and then you got 32.00. So the molecular weight of glycine, it's 75.05 uh,
What's the units of that?
millimoles or mol, gmol, grams millimole, gram mole. Wait, is it small? It's millimole, right?
Yeah, it's pretty sure it's millimole.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
What I mean, what is it? Millimoles per gram, or what?
yeah,
Or what?
grams per millimole.
Oh, grams per millimole. Okay.
Yeah. In glutamic acid, it has five carbon. Um, fucking nine hydrogen, one nitrogen, and four oxygen. And wait, the result of the combination of all of them, it's one of for a glutamic acid, right? Will be basically 147 .15 grams per millimole, and for cysteine, it has six carbon, 12 hydrogen, um, two nitrogen, four oxygen, two sulfur, and the total value is 240 grams per millimole. Um, can you hear me?
hear you.
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, and uh, so you told me to take the highest number of the tree, right? Uh, and divide it by the others, like each of them. And if you divide which will be like cysteine by glutamine, it's around like 1.633. And if you divide cysteine by glycine, it's around 3.202.
3.2.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Say that again. Which one is one?
Glycine, which is the highest value, like you basically okay. And this is like the
Glycine is one,
yeah. So you told me highest number of the
and
three.
then
Take that
yeah, yeah,
number
yeah.
and
You got it. But I was just trying to remember what you said. So glycine is one,
okay.
and then glutamate
I, I,
is
if you divide cysteine by glutamine, you have approximately 1.633. And if you divide the cysteine by glycine, you have approximately 3.202.
so glycine is one, cysteine is 1.6, and then glutamate is 3.6.
Uh, okay, glutamine, like cysteine, which is the highest value of all three, divided by like cysteine divided by glutamine, it's around 1.633. Cysteine divided by glycine, it's approximately 3.202. What?
So wait. We decided no. So I thought we decided to divide them all by the biggest number. So
Yeah,
that if one is zero, like in foods, it would be okay.
well, I mean, this is like what you told me. Like highest number of the three, take that number, take each of the numbers and divide it by the highest number. Like, yeah, like yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah. So if you take the highest number divided by the highest number, it would be one. Then if you take the medium number divided by the highest number, it's going to be less. And then if you take the smallest number divided by the biggest number, it will be even less than that. Even less than one and less than, right?
I mean, if you make the division of those two, I mean, those are the results. Like basically, the gram per molecule, millimole, millimole, whatever, for like cysteine is like 240.32, and if you divide it by glutamine, you come up with 1.633, and if you do
Wait,
cysteine,
what's the weight of glutamine?
147.15, and then the lowest value is
So
glycine.
you do it the other way. You're dividing by the biggest value. If the cysteine is the biggest value at 240,
Yeah, yeah, you
you
told me to
divide
use
everything by
highest.
240. Yeah, then you divide everything by 240. So you take cysteine at 240 and divide it by 240, which would give 1. Then you take glutamine at 116 or whatever, and then you divide it by 240, which would give like 0.5.
So you didn't want me to divide it by the values given?
So you take the biggest value, which is 240, right?
Uh huh.
And then you divide all of them by that value.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Well, divide by that value means you take glutamine and you divide it by it, which means you divide by 240, which means 240 goes on the bottom.
Uh huh.
and glutamine is like 140 or 116, and it goes on the top. And 116 divided by 240 is 0.5 ish.
Uh, you sure?
What do you think is 116 divided by 240?
Okay, look. If I'm not mistaken, it's one point. Like if you divide glutamine, which is 147.15, it will be around 1.633.
So if I say I divide 147 by 240, that means 147 goes on the top, right?
Yeah,
And then 240 goes on the bottom, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. If you take a calculator and you type in 147 and then you click divide and then you type 240, you'll get something like 0.5.
Huh? Are you sure about?
I mean, okay.
Let
What's
me check. Let me check. Let
what's
me double check.
what's one divided by two?
Yeah, okay. I just did the calculation. Is 1.633. Again, like I had to do it again. Is 1.3633.
What's one divided by two?
Um, what do you mean? That's like fucking kindergarten. Shit. You really think that I'm that stupid? 0.5, of course.
Then okay, what's 100 divided by 200?
100 divided by 200. It's like the same
Yes.
thing. Like it's
Okay,
like
and
literally
now
the.
and now it is, but it's basically the same thing. Instead of 100, now you have 147. Instead of 200, you have 240. So it's going to be really close to 0.5.
But okay, but if you do the like if you do it in the calculator, it's like 1.633.
And just think about it. You can see my point, right? 100 divided by 200 is 0.5. 147 is basically rounded to 100, and 240 is basically 200. So it's going to be really close to 0.5. That to get one, it would have to go from 147 to 240. Right? 240 divided by 240 is one. If you so like I don't understand.
If you use a calculator right now, you can like double check it, bro, if you wanted to. I mean, if you want to.
it's like it's
200.
you're asking me to divide one by two on a calculator.
No, no, no. But like, I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay,
1.633 divided.
I don't know if we're not hearing each other. Like on a calculator, type one divided by two.
Yeah, but like if you divide
I don't-
240 point 32 divided by 147.15, that's
but that's not what I said.
yeah, I know, I
I
know.
said 147 divided by 240.
Wait, say it again.
I
100.
said
Uh-huh.
147 divided by 240.
Okay.
You take each number and you divide it by the biggest number, and the biggest number is
Okay.
240.
0.6.
What is? Oh my God, that's close to 0.5. What do you know?
Yeah, but so I was meant to start like with. I thought that I was meant to start with the highest value, though.
Well, highest value divided by the highest value is 1.
Yeah.
Because highest value is 240, yeah. And then all the other ones are going to be less than 1 because they're smaller and they're being divided by the bigger number.
Okay. In other words, I had to inverse it instead of being like 240 divided by fucking 147. I should have done 147 divided by 240.
What you did was take 240
Yeah, it was inverted. Yeah,
and you divide 240 divided by each of those numbers, right?
yeah, that's what I did. That's what I was
It
basically
was it's the same.
confused.
It's the same. Okay, it's the same thing. It's just
Inverted, yeah.
just have to get our math right because this is why I was like, how do you not see this? 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. 147 divided by 240 is
Yeah,
going to be
but
close
also
to
like
0.
logically speaking, if you divide 240 by 147, it is 1.63.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with it? I said 1 divided by 2, then I said 100 divided by 200, and then I said 147 divided by 240.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Mm,
We got it. Okay, so now okay. So what's the so let's see. Uh uh so the glycine is 1.6. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah. But I
And
will have to correct those results basically. I can correct them right now, I guess. If you want me to do it with starting with like 147.15 divided by 240.
no, it's easier. It's easier in terms of like 1 and above than I think. Well, to me, I feel like it might be. Well, I don't know. It's basically the same. I mean, okay, sure. If you want to redo it right now, it's fine.
Okay.
I can invert them back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? No, I take it back. I think it's easier to understand it in terms of values that you have right now.
There you go.
It's just a more it's a more weird math. Sort of the math is kind of more weird, like not something people usually do. But
Yeah.
uh, usually people would like divide it by the biggest number and then they would invert it. But you like inverted them
Yeah.
at first. Anyways, okay, so glycine is 1.6, cysteine is 1, and then the glutamate, the fucking molecule for the brain, is the heavy ass motherfucker. 3
Yeah.
point something.
Yep. It's
Nice. Okay.
3.202.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say for what was I gonna say for the tryptophan in Turkey is 350 milligrams. Uh, and what was I gonna say the recommended daily consumption of glutamine acid is like around 20, 25 to like 40, 50 if you are talking about the
Wait. What
highs.
what did tryptophan have to do with anything right there?
Here? Oh, you asked me for the
You mentioned
tryptophan of
tryptophan.
Turkey.
Huh?
You asked me for the tryptophan in Turkey.
Uh, I mean, yeah, yeah, we could have put that tryptophan like back where you were talking about tryptophan, but it's cool. So say that again.
Tryptophan, Turkey has 350 milligrams of tryptophan.
Okay, but okay, I then I asked you for a second food because I wanted to compare them.
Yeah, yeah. Parmesan cheese has 482.
See, turkey, just eat the fucking Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh,
and the
it's it.
uh-huh. Also, I have a question.
I'm
Uh,
sure it's cheaper.
can you explain me the interpretation of like these values in terms of like how will this I still didn't like I didn't get it like the by dividing this what are we exactly like coming up with? I was gonna ask you this.
Okay, so that's well. Okay, so that's the ratios of the ingredients of
Oh,
the glutathione. So if you want to make one glutathione, you need one. Well, let's say if you want to make 1 unit of glutathione, not exactly one molecule, but some unit glutathione, you need exactly 1 unit of cysteine, 1.6 units of uh, lysine. No, no, wait. Well, you need. Okay, I take that back. You need. Cysteine is the heaviest. Wait, cysteine is the heaviest. Oh yeah, cysteine. Yeah, you need 1 unit of cysteine. So imagine you're making a cake, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so cake is the glutathione.
yeah.
So if you want to make a cake, you need to know exact ratios of ingredients,
Yeah,
right?
like it will be
Like
like,
you
for
need one.
example, 30 percentage. So okay, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. There you go. So you need like one. If you use 116 to use it all up, you need 1.6 uh, glycine. And oh no, glutamate is not the heaviest motherfucker. It's the lightest motherfucker. Maybe that's
Yeah,
why it's
yeah.
in brain. Because it's
Cysteine
it's
is
the
the
other way.
heaviest.
Yeah, cysteine. Yeah, and then you need 3.2 units of the glutamate. And then when you have that, like let's say like in grams,
Uh-huh.
and you put them together, they'll all be 100% used up. You're not gonna have too much of either in any ingredients, and they'll all get 100% used up, and you'll make your glutathione with nothing, no ingredient left over.
Oh, okay.
Sort of,
Interesting.
yeah. So it's like making a cake. It's basically the ratios of ingredients,
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. But
or like for every one glutathione or for every one cysteine, you need 1.6 glycine and 3.2 glutamates.
okay.
Yeah.
So for what I was gonna say, for the recommended daily consumption of glutamine acid, it's around like 25 to 40 grams. Sometimes even like 50, but like it's a quite
Wait, what?
what?
Um,
Yeah.
did you already say that, or or did you talk about the different amino acids before when you said the recommended daily amount?
No, no, no. I already talked about this, but I was explaining it from
Okay,
the
this
beginning
is
because I was
okay.
explaining you the situation about the cheese. Uh, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah. And for glycine, you wanna get 3 to like 6 grams daily. For cysteine, you wanna get 800 milligrams to 1 gram. Do you hear me?
Wait, wait. What was the first one?
Uh, glutamine acid or glutamic acid.
Is it is
Glut-
that the same thing as glutamate, or is it different?
yeah, it's the same thing. Glutamic acid and glutamine is the
Okay.
same thing.
Okay. So glutamic acid like 40 grams.
Yeah, like
Cysteine is
like
like
20 in the
two.
lows, like 50 in the highs. But there is no exact measure. Like it's just speculation. Like some
So
people,
so
some
speculation.
studies say like fucking 30, or people say 40, or people say fucking yeah, you can do 50. Some other people, yeah, like if you're like 70 kilograms, like an average male and shit like that, you should like go for like 30 to 40, something like that, and
So okay. So 30 grams of glutamate. Then we have what 2 grams of cysteine,
yeah, yeah.
and then like 0.8 grams of uh, I'm drawing blank. Which one was the third one?
800 milligrams to 1 gram of cysteine.
Of cysteine?
Yeah.
Oh wait, okay. I'm drawing blank on the second one then.
3 to 6 grams of glycine.
Glycine.
Glycine,
Okay.
glycine.
3. So those ratios are exact same shit. Yeah, exact same shit. That's no, it's not the same. They're saying that you want like 10 times more glutamate. 30. Yeah, I mean, okay.
For
Oh
glutamic,
yeah, no, those ratios are not the same.
yeah, no, no. And
Okay.
like the glutamine acid, there is no like exact measure. Like some people, some like studies and whatnot recommend this or recommend like 40 or recommend like 30 or up to like 50. So there is no stated fucking recommended daily consumption, but too much, like we're talking about like fucking 80s, yeah, like that, that's unhealthy. I mean, some people believe it's not, but other people believe that too much glutamine, it is unhealthy, so you want to keep it the normal range.
Okay. Let's move. What's next?
uh so for the Parmesan cheese, okay, if um I use like the same formula, what I was gonna say, it'll be what I was gonna say, the given value, right, for these ones, and the highest value is obviously the glutamine, right, which is like 6,425 milligrams, and then if I divide
I
it,
mean, okay.
uh-huh, if I divide it by fucking glycine, you get like, I did this one, and I came up with 0.087, and obviously glycine it's 560 milligrams, and for cysteine it's 90 milligrams on average, and the
Let's let's can you invert them right now, and then also start with cysteine, and then say um, glycine, and then say glutamate, just to keep them in the same order.
what? Say it in?
So you didn't invert this one. If you invert them, they'll all be the lowest will be 1, and then it will go up from there. So you want to invert them.
Um, they're already inverted though.
No, if they're invert if you're
I
taking the biggest number,
No, no, no.
and you
If you divide the fucking like 6,425 divided by 560, you're gonna come up with 11.47. So here they're already inverted.
yeah. Oh yeah, I thought I at some point.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
At some point earlier, I thought I heard you say 0.08.
Uh, no, no. If you divide like 560 by 6,426, like
No, 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 we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that.
no,
We're just
it's
we're just
already
keeping
fixed
it
here.
with
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, start saying what you got, starting with cysteine, then glutamine, glutamate. No, no,
Glutamic
glycine,
acid.
glycine,
Okay.
and then glutamate third. So we keep them in the same order. The heaviest, or the not the heaviest. The most needed for glutathione, then the second and third. So we just keep them in the same order. Cysteine, glycine, glutamate.
Okay.
So what was your results for them?
Okay, so for the first one, it's for glycine.
No, no, no. For cysteine. For
Oh,
cysteine.
cysteine, 0.01401.
No, it can't be 0 point. It has to be above one or one or above one because we're
Cysteine is
doing it the way
90.
you did it. Okay, there you go, 90.
No, no, like there's 90
Okay.
milligrams, and the result, if you divide it by glutamic acid, is 0.01.
So in the first case, when you got the 1.6, and 3.2,
Yeah,
you took the
it was
biggest
inverted.
number and you divided everything.
In
But
this one is
then
not
you changed.
inverted.
But then you changed it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, if you can invert it right now, then just
Oh,
invert it right now.
oh, okay, sure. Okay.
Man, freaking mountains. It's annoying as fuck. It's constantly like freaking
They
either
look
going up
beautiful,
or
though.
down. Well, it's nighttime. I don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you took some nice pictures, bro.
Yeah, it was scarier and scarier every mile, like because it was like
Sleeping.
rain turning into snow, and then temperature dropping below freezing. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. What else gonna say? So for the glycine normalized, uh, um,
No, no, no. We start with cysteine.
with cysteine, it's 71.38888, and for
Okay.
glycine, it's 11.47321, and obviously for glutamic acid will be one.
Oh shit, that's for cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, I see. It's all backwards. So like it's supposed to be like if you want to get a perfect combination of the ingredients, you want cysteine smallest and glycine and then three times as much glutamate. But here, basically you're gonna have a shit ton extra
Cysteine.
cysteine.
Yeah, yeah, cysteine.
Yeah. Let's see. But this is in grams, right? Yeah, that one was in grams as well. Yeah, yeah, I think that makes sense,
Milligrams.
right?
Well,
Well, like I mean,
when
it's
with the
it's
point
it's
you
weight.
yeah,
It's
with point you turn it into grams. Yeah.
so it means that it means that most most mostly there is cysteine in cheese. Is that what it means? No, no, it's
No,
backwards. Shit.
the highest value of glutamic acid is glutamic acid, so I don't think so. Then no, yeah, yeah. Then what you said doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right. Let's see. So we need glutamate. Uh, and this one does have glutamate. This
I
is
mean,
yeah. We're doing our math
you wanna
in
look?
in in cheese wrong somewhere. Huh?
No, no, go on.
Let's see. So let's see. Okay, I think for cheese we
Wait,
wanna
can you wait a bit?
do it.
I'm gonna go to the
Okay.
toilet, take a piss, and grab some water.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have a think while you do that. And you
So
gotta you gotta zoom in like triple, triple everything.
Okay, so basically what it
if
did,
100%.
uh,
Okay, more, more.
more. Uh,
Yeah.
I basically added them up, right? Like the
Do
values.
more. Can you like can you do even more? Can you like 200, 200 like 30? There you go. That's, I mean, at least it's closer. I mean, I guess we could go even more, but
Yeah.
better than.
Okay. So if you add them up, like the glutamine acid, you add all these numbers up. Then you divide them by the number given by adding them up. So, like for example, you get 7,075 by adding them up. Then you divide it by this, and then you come up with this value. Like you come up with the result, and then you get the percentage, and it will be like 90.8 percentage glutamine, fucking 7.9 percentage glycine, and 1.3 percentage cysteine. But I don't know if this is
That
correct or
also
not.
works. But uh, that works. But as far as that for glutathione, we need to go back to inverted the way I said it. I think so that it would, the interpretation would be for each, to make a glutathione, for each 1 gram of cysteine you would need 0. I don't know, like 8 grams of glycine and like 0.6 grams of glutamate. The
Mm.
interpretation of it would make sense. With 1.6 and 3.2, like interpretation, I can't even really actually interpret it now that I think about it.
So, in other words, I will just have to interpret, like, invert this again, like, basically put 70, 75 at the beginning, and then the values of the
No,
amino
no, no.
acids.
I'm talking about no, I'm talking about before for the glutathione, where you remember how it was like cysteine is one and
Yeah, yeah,
glutamine,
yeah, yeah.
or yeah. So yeah, invert those. So cysteine would still be one, but
You mean glutamine?
glycine.
Glutamine will still be
Um,
one because it's the highest. Well, which one was the highest value? I don't remember. Let me check.
heaviest, well, heaviest was cysteine was the heaviest. So it will have
Yeah, yeah.
one.
Cysteine is the okay. So, uh,
Glutamine is the second heaviest, and then so it will have like 0.8 or something.
yeah, yeah. I'll invert them.
And
Yeah.
then glutamate would be the lightest, which okay, can you
What?
let's see.
You want me to invert them?
Yeah, can you invert them right now?
Okay.
Because in that case, like interpretation would be for 1 gram of cysteine, we would need like 0.8 grams of glycine and 0.6 grams of glutamate. And the reason is glutamate is very light, so one molecule of glutamate will be much lighter than one molecule of cysteine, so it's 0.8 or 0.6 grams or whatever.
Okay. Uh. Okay. So,
So what did you
for
get?
I got for glutamine.
No, no. Start with cysteine.
Okay.
Cysteine,
Cysteine.
glycine, glutamate.
Yeah, well, cysteine divided by glutamine will be zero
Wait,
point
no,
what?
16 divided by 16. We're dividing by the
Well,
heaviest.
okay, one.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Get them?
Yeah, yeah. So it will
So
be
what are they?
one. What?
Uh-huh.
And then it will be then
Alright,
zero point.
I'm listening.
It will be 0.70. I mean 61,230. So 61,230. And for glycine, it will be 0.3124 1. Or yeah,
So 1, 0.6, 0.3.
yep.
Damn, that's fucking nice. It's like 0.3 is half of 0.6.
Mm,
That's like easy to remember. But okay. And so okay, now with the percentages in cheese,
yeah.
um, start with the cysteine, and then yeah, say the percentages.
Um,
Yeah,
it's
in the same
highest to
order, cysteine,
lowest.
right?
Then it will be
No, 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 not high. Like
just
cysteine,
okay,
glycine,
okay, just like in the values of the weight of the
glutathione.
compounds. Yeah, yeah, glutathione. Okay,
Yes.
so it will be 16 around 0.013.
No,
uh
no, no. Then your percentages. The what percentages you got?
1.3 percentage.
Oh, 1%.
1.3 percentage. Yeah.
Oh, like freaking tiny.
Yeah.
So like if you put all the cysteine, glycine, and glutamate of cheese together, 1% of that mass or of that freaking
Yeah, turns into
ball of
glutathione.
clump will be cysteine, right?
No, no, no. Wouldn't it be like, if you accumulate? Oh no, never mind. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, if you put all those three amino acids out of the cheese together, like just 1% of that mass would be fucking cysteine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
But we need actually fucking triple or quadruple cysteine compared to the fucking glutamate.
Yeah,
Okay. That like makes yeah. Like fucking cheese is not the universal source of fucking like you can't fucking raise your glutathione by just eating cheese because you're just gonna
yeah.
run out of fucking cysteine. Like yeah. Like you'll use up cysteine that 1%, and then you'll be left with like 99% of glutamate that you can't fucking make
Convert into
glutathione out of it
glutathione.
because
Yeah,
okay, but so what is it for glycine and well,
seven point
glutamate would
nine
be one.
percentage.
What is it?
7.9 percentage for glycine and 90.8 percentage for glutamic acid or glutamine.
Okay, so cheese is basically glutamate. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it is.
if we want to get glutamate, we know where to go.
Yep.
Now we
Uh,
need to find sources of fucking cysteine and glycine. Okay,
uh,
but yeah, let's keep going.
for peanut butter, we got like 75.3 percentage glutamic acid. Three,
No, no,
well,
cysteine,
oh,
cysteine,
cysteine, 3.4 percentage. Of
cysteine.
cysteine and glycine will be 21.3 percentage, and the glutamic acid will be 75.3 percentage.
Okay, so if you want glutathione, it's much better to eat with peanut butter than fucking cheese because at least the
I
ratio, at
mean,
least you'll get 3% of cysteine in that mass.
indeed.
Basically, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Hmm.
it's basically a much better ratio, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
I think that you know it's not that well balanced. So, like as you say, I will consider peanut myself also just like as a good source of glutamic acid, but not like like what we were looking for. Like there is no equilibrium whatsoever in glycine and cysteine and shit like that. Like you gotta consume other foods that are rich in cysteine or glycine, which you already know what they are. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I know that because we look at other foods and they might have like the same ratios.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you might want to go for like,
Which basically
some beef, some fucking salmon and shit like that.
no. Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying that they might
Legumes.
have the same ratio.
Oh, no, 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 no. In terms of like well, obviously they're gonna have like the same ratio, but for like a different thing, such as like cysteine or glycine and shit like that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like similar. Cysteine fucking 2, percent, glycine fucking 10, and fucking glutamate 90 or something. Whatever. Like I wouldn't be surprised if that ratio is just what.
I'll check.
But
I'll check. Don't worry. I'll get you. Uh,
I don't. Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, go ahead.
well, I'll just assume some fucking foods that you'll eat. And based on what I know, and then check the ratios of like two or three, and then I'll show you.
Okay.
Um,
You can for fun of it, you can check Turkey.
okay, I'll add turkey on it. For sure. The total amount of the salmon one, the ratio will be for cysteine will be 5.4 percentage. For glycine will be 23.3 percentage. Also, did you like the formula that I use instead to get the ratio?
Yeah,
I thought that it was.
I mean I mean either that or we could have done it, in a similar way as we did. Um, I forget. Like I was gonna tell you the way when you came back, but I already forgot it. But this works as well, equally well as what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's nice
so
stuff.
we're just gonna say, yeah, for cysteine is 5.4 percentage. For glutamic acid is 71.3 percentage on salmon.
Okay. I mean, I guess salmon is better than fucking. I mean, none of them are really that good. Like at this rate, it's just you just fucking want to find something else or supplement with the fucking
Yeah,
cysteine, like in the capsules. And because all of it is shit,
yeah.
you just
Um,
get overloaded on the fucking glutamate.
yeah, like basically you gotta consume either like good, like a rich food in glutamic acid, cysteine, or glycine, and it's still, I don't know, like the balance, like we just said, it could be very imbalanced. Like, well, like you mentioned, like
you
what
you'll
else?
just you'll just get you'll just like massively overdose on the fucking glutamate before you ever get enough cysteine to make increase in your glutathione.
Yeah, yeah,
you know like you'll want to like get an extra like 2 grams of glutathione, and you'll like fucking have to eat like shit ton of salmon just to get that five, like, because each one is just 5% fucking cysteine, and then you'll end up with like a shit ton of glutamate.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, but okay.
Okay.
What's the do you
Huh?
what's the next thing?
There is none. Well, it's in so what avocado.
Okay, so what was the? Do you remember what was the best sources of cysteine?
Um, for cysteine, it was like things like pork, pork. What else? Beef, tuna, lentils. What else? Seeds. I don't remember what else.
I think it was similar. I think the cysteine in the fucking pork, salmon, and beef were like in 300s. They all were like in the same
Yeah, they
ballpark.
were all like around like 280 to like 360, 350.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
around there.
I don't think like going from salmon to pork would
No,
make
no,
that
no.
much.
I don't think that salmon was for cysteine. I think it was for glycine, not from cysteine.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was because you said tuna, right?
Yeah,
And
but not
that's when I was
salmon.
when yeah, but when you said it the first time back then, that's when I was like, well, how much is it in salmon? Because I was like, if there's a lot of a lot of it in tuna, then there should be similar amount in salmon because they're
Well,
both fish.
yeah, probably it should be around the same one, as around the same, or like it could be like
But
barely
I
a
th-
difference.
but I think that's when you checked on salmon and you said that salmon was in the same ballpark as pork and beef.
No, not in the same one. Now that like I'm remembering, like it was similar, but not as high as obviously fucking beef and pork. I'm pretty sure that it was not as high.
Like no, I said in the same ballpark. You
Oh,
know,
okay. Yeah, like I know
like
similar.
no 200, yeah, 281, like salmon like 280, and then pork is like 360.
Yeah. Then yeah, you might be right. Yeah. Then yes. Now time to talk about the almighty avocado. This study aimed to investigate whether the addition of
Uh,
avocado. What?
sorry, wait. Can you research supplements of cysteine?
Okay, yeah, sure.
And also, like how well are they absorbed? Like absorption of supplements of cysteine.
Yeah,
Maybe there's like different formulations of them.
yeah. I'll check on it. You ready to hear about the avocado, bro? I wrote it down already. You hear me?
Yeah.
This study aimed to investigate whether the addition of avocado fruit, which is high in lipids, enhances the absorption of carotenoids, which are important nutrients that have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties in humans. The result of this study showed that the addition of avocado fruit to salsa and salad significantly increased the absorption of carotenoids such as lycopene, beta carotene, and alpha carotene, and lutein in healthy individuals. Um, sorry. Uh, the addition of avocado salsa resulted in 4.4 and 2.6 times higher absorption of lycopene, beta carotene, respectively, compared to salsa without avocado. In addition, supplementing salad. We're also talking about salads and salsa. Salsa means sauce. Supplemented salad with avocado fruit or avocado oil resulted in 7.2 to uh, 15.3 and 5.1 times higher absorption of alpha carotene, beta carotene, and lutein, respectively, compared to the avocado free salad. The researchers found that neither the dose of avocado nor the lipid source affected carotenoid absorption. The results of this study have important implications for human
Hey,
health.
can we pause?
Oh, why? Yeah,
Um,
sure.
I need to stop. I need to stop at the rest area and do something.
So about to talk about the avocado studies. The addition of avocado to salsa resulted in 4.4 and 2.6 times higher absorption of lycopene and beta carotene compared to
Wait, what?
what? It's like
Wait, what?
you don't remember the last part. Okay, so like the study
I don't.
was to like
Yeah, if you
investigate.
wanna start with avocado, like
Yeah, yeah.
from very beginning avocado.
Okay, so the
Cool.
study was to like examine whether avocado, which is high in lipids, enhances the absorption of carotenoids, which are important nutrients that have antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties in humans. Uh,
Oh, if avocado helps the absorption?
yes,
Interesting. Okay.
um, and basically the study was done by like examining people that consume salsa and avocado in total rather than just having like a crossover um what is it called, study. Okay, so the addition of avocado to salsa resulted in 4.4 and 2.6 times higher absorption of lycopene and beta carotene, respectively, compared to the salsa without avocado. Supplementing salad with avocado fruit or avocado oil resulted in 7.2, 15.3, and 5 times higher absorption of alpha carotene, beta carotene, and lutein, respectively, compared to avocado free salad. The researchers found that neither the dose of avocado for nor the lipid source affected carotenoid absorption. The results of this study have important implications for human health, particularly for individuals who might have difficulty consuming enough carotenoid-rich fruits and vegetables in their diet. By adding avocado to salads and salsa, individuals can potentially increase their absorption of important carotenoids. Sorry, carotenoids are important that have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties and are found in fruits and vegetables. They have associated with wide range of health benefits like reduced risk of chronic diseases. Carotenoids have been shown to have anti-inflammatory antioxidant effects, which might help reduce risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes, improve eye health. Some carotenoids such as lutein and zeaxanthin are particularly important for eye and eye health and have been shown to help reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. Boost immune function. Carotenoids have been shown to help improve immune function. Hope you're listening to this part, which is the important part, which might help protect against infections and disease. Enhance skin health. Some carotenoids, such as beta carotene, can help protect the skin against damage and might help improve skin health. Improved cognitive function. Carotenoids help improve cognitive function and protect against age-related cognitive decline. Do you hear that?
I should try some avocado with my tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you should eat that fucking toast. You shall eat the toast. Uh, avocado.
And I don't even like how it tastes. I don't like avocado,
Let me tell you.
but I can like throw it in a blender and I won't know any different.
I guess. I mean, okay. I'm pretty sure that you will enjoy it if it was on a toast. Like you don't need to even smear it.
uh,
Like you don't even need to smear it. Just like chunks. One, two, three, four, boom.
I don't know. See, do you enjoy the taste of fat?
Uh, no, but if it's avocado, it is tasty. Like if we're talking about animal fat, like like meat, not really. Nobody does it, I believe.
No, there's some people who are really into it.
No, no.
like meat that has a bit of fat in it. No, absolutely. Like that Stanford professor, like makes it very clear that he actually really craves that shit. So
I mean, realistically speaking, apparently, like the most expensive fucking what is it called? The most expensive meats out there are have you already heard about Wagyu?
no, I have.
It's some fucking meat that basically they feed them like a special diet that consists of like on grains, and they treat them kind of sort of like royalty, right? And they feed them a lot of variety of things, and they have um like that bread is like super special and expensive. So basically, when they sacrifice them, they butcher them and whatnot. They have like a very outstanding marbling on the meat, which is like the fat in the in the meat. But it's not like fat that is like chunks of fat. It's like very thin lines throughout the entire fucking piece of steak that have fat, right? And apparently that makes it the meat super tasty and tender and whatnot. And just take a guess of how long you'll end up paying for, like, I don't know, fucking one steak.
$50.
No, we're talking like $900, bro. $600.
Damn.
Yeah, for like one steak.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. And it's all because of the
Yeah,
fat.
man. I definitely feel like I should try it. What our lycopene was like? Do you remember? Was it like significantly healthy? The results of the lycopene.
Yeah, yeah, for memory and happiness.
It was like past the critical value, you know.
Yeah, I don't remember the to be honest. Yeah, I will have to take a look. Like it was healthy, and I don't remember hair one. I think I literally do not remember hair. I will have to.
And,
Uh,
but both of them were like past the T critical, right? Like they were significantly.
uh,
But I
uh,
don't know. Did we ever do all points though?
yeah, yeah,
We did all points as well.
yeah, yeah. It was. I think it still have like. Yeah, no, no, yeah. I did all points. Like I did ended up doing all points. Remember when I ended up like
Oh
switching
yeah,
the seven, well, not the seven, like the not memory, when I combined the memory with hair and happiness into health indexes, that's when I did all points.
yeah. Do you remember the lycopene was significantly healthy?
I mean, it was healthy, yes, in terms of memory and happiness. I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure. I don't remember hair, but yeah, I'll let you know for the next
No,
podcast.
I mean on the health index. You know when you did the health index,
Yeah, like in terms of like the.
not even hair, not even hair in particular with the health index.
Okay, yeah, it was healthy. It was in the healthy range indeed. Because you were even gonna buy it, remember? You were like, fuck, I need to get my creatine and lycopene, and you never did it.
Yeah, I tried. I mean, I'll get it sooner or later.
Yeah,
Just have to catch it on the road.
yeah, makes
But
sense.
yeah, avocado. Um, let's see. Um, well, maybe you can think of what kind of experiment you can do with avocado.
Yeah, one, I eat the toast. Two, I don't eat the toast. Three, I don't eat the toast.
No, not toast, avocado.
Yeah, like the toast with avocado.
Okay, yeah, I guess. I mean, whichever way you want to eat it
Yeah.
works.
Uh,
Uh,
the researchers include data from adults aged 19 and older who completed the 24-hour data recall, had to complete data relevant variables such as sociodemographic characteristics, anthropometric measurements, and blood pressure. The final sample size was 17,567 adults. Avocado consumption was assessed during the 24-hour dietary recall, which is a structured interview that collects detailed information about all foods, beverages, consumed by individuals in the past 24 hours. The researchers use the United States Department of Agriculture Food and Nutrient Database dietary studies to estimate nutrient intake from the dietary recalls. Avocado consumption on average. Avocado consumption on average, participants in the study consumed 33 grams of avocado per day, which is equivalent to about one fifth of a medium avocado. Um, Diet quality, participants who consume avocado had a had higher healthy in p- had a higher healthy eating index score compared to those who did not consume avocados. The mean healthy eating score for avocado consumer was 50.6, while the mean eating healthy score was non-consumers was 45.4. Nutrient intake. Avocado consumers had significantly higher intake of dietary fiber, potassium, vitamin K, vitamin E, vitamin C, folate, magnesium, and monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids compared to non-consumers. Metabolic syndrome. Participants who consume avocados had a lower risk of metabolic syndrome compared to those who did not consume avocados. The prevalence of metabolic syndrome was 50% lower among avocado consumers compared to non-avocado consumers. Do you hear me?
What, what was 50% lower?
What I was gonna say, like the prevalence of metabolic syndrome, like metabolic
Oh,
syndromes,
yeah,
like they, yeah,
interesting.
yeah, like their metabolism.
I got sold an avocado when you said that basically it like quadruples the absorption of lycopene.
Yeah. Uh,
I definitely want to try it.
yeah. The first time you
But
tried,
oh,
do me an honor, bro.
what-
Don't be a baddie, bro. Like, do me an honor, and the first
get
time try it with the toast.
get a massively processed product of wheat and a processed product of meat with a bunch of preservatives in the meat and other like God knows what that just meat sitting
I'll
there in a
pass.
package for who knows how
I'll
long.
pass.
What do you mean you'll pass?
Unlike trying very processed shit, no.
No, that's what you're asking me to do.
Wait, how come? No, no, no. You're meant to buy like.
That's what you think? You think they just sell a live turkey that I just take and I just like cut off a piece of a live turkey in my truck? Is that how turkey
No, no,
works? You
no. But
think?
you will not be buying like. What is gonna say? What is it called? Uh, you will not be buying a super processed one in like a can or anything like that.
But it is
You will go
it,
to
it
like.
but, like
Hmm?
how do you think it doesn't rot? It's not frozen. The reason it doesn't rot is because it is processed with a bunch of preservatives. And bread is another massively processed product of wheat.
I
You
mean,
don't see bread growing, in slices on a
they tend
tree.
to also keep them in like freezers. So I don't know in America.
No, they just refrigerate it.
Yeah, yeah,
No, they refrigerate turkey. They don't freeze it.
yeah. Well, like in refrigerators, basically. And
Yeah, but refrigerator, like you take a chunk of meat and you put it in the refrigerator, and in 3 days it's gonna be rotten. Like it's gonna be bad. Like a normal, like like you just literally like butcher a chicken, throw it in the fridge, and it's not gonna last there very long.
mm, I mean, I still don't think that overall it's that unhealthy. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, maybe.
But
maybe.
why even add it to my diet, right? Like, what?
I mean, for myself, I still will not even take that step up to be like, I'm afraid of eating fucking what is it called, like turkey ham and fucking what is it called, like bread. But if you think that it generally will affect you that badly, I mean, yeah. When I was talking more about like processed food, so I was talking about like, oh yeah, the box mac and cheese, the fucking prototype of gelatin, like the prototype of fucking let me think one
It seems like turkey is processed food, and so is bread. Really, I mean, it's not like, again, like it's not slices of bread growing in the tree. Like they do like quite a bit of work to get from grain of wheat
yeah.
into this bread, and the same thing with turkey.
I mean,
Like that shit isn't
I
rotting.
mean, in general, all the protein is gonna have preservatives. Even like your salmon probably has preservatives.
No, well, my salmon is frozen. You unfreeze
Uh
it,
huh.
it's gonna rot. Pretty fast. There's no preservatives in salmon.
Oh.
That shit, they catch that fish, and they freeze it, and then that's how they sell it.
And do they sell it for it for hire if it's like fucking delivered to the customers like that, like frozen, compared to like other ones?
No, it's frozen in the store. No, it's frozen in the store. They deliver it to the store, and I buy it from the
No,
store.
no, but
But
also I've seen
you
like
know,
fillets, like like in the refrigerator, like already chopped off, where they're like in the refrigerated area, whatnot. They might have some ice or something like that. But like, do those have fucking preservatives or not? Like, I don't know.
no, I don't believe so. I like I said, if it's frozen, it's they take the fish. They might cut it in fillets or whatever,
Uh huh.
and then they freeze it, and then that's it. Like there's no additional steps,
Oh,
because frozen is frozen. Like you freeze something, it can fucking you can eat it in 100 years.
yeah,
Like it doesn't need any preservatives,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's frozen, like being frozen, like it'll last 100 years without any preservatives.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, they just freaking take that. But Turkey is obviously not that.
Okay.
uh, anyway,
Huh. Well, yes, I'll feel like I won't be that paranoid in regards to like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it does, it doesn't. I'm too right now in regards to that. I'm too oblivious, but I will not think that. I mean, come on, bro. Like for example, like
I'm not trying to force you to change your
no,
ways. I don't see the reason why adding it to my stuff.
uh,
Like I don't see like
no,
you
no. I
know.
know. I know. I know. I know. I'm just trying to like, rather than trying to change one another's diets. I'm just trying to how can I put it? Be the protector of like turkey and fucking and bread. I'm trying to um speak on their behalf, basically defend them. So I mean, back in the day, like for example, like like the Roman warriors used to eat on like the regular basis.
No, what is it?
Bread. Their diet literally consisted of bread. Obviously that bread.
That's why they were like fucking 4 feet tall.
No, 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 no. I don't think they were 4 feet
Don't,
though.
don't, you- don't, don't don't you know there was like a big slice of history where like everybody was like 4 feet tall. Like they had like really tiny furniture, like really tiny like chariots,
Wait,
like everything was like,
are
yeah.
you talking about the
I think
Romans?
that was, I don't know, but I feel like it might be within the Roman timeline. Yeah, it might be them as well.
I mean,
But it was a big chunk of history when everybody was like just fucking just tiny. And I think it was part of the reason was because uh, they're fucking just everything they ate was just freaking wheat.
huh? I don't remember that, but like maybe it was a different civilization, or maybe it was the Romans. Or if I said yes
No,
or not, I
no.
will be
Oh,
speculating.
it was somewhere in Europe and part of Asia. It was that area.
Oh, okay. Huh. Uh,
Well, obviously, because I guess like United States wasn't really discovered, or there were like it was only a couple of 100 years for United States.
yeah. I mean, it
Um,
might have been. It might have
so
not. I'll. It's interesting. I'll look into it. But yeah, basically, those warriors were literally been fucking their energy was being provided by the almighty bread, and they were also eating like other sort of shit. Like I don't know. Sometimes they will be
then
rewarded with like meat
you're like
and like soup. What?
you're like imagining you're like so proud of them, right? And then you like happen to see like a bunch of them, and it's like literally like just
Midgets.
like a bunch of midget,
Yeah, yeah,
like yeah, eat bread.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
The,
Maybe not the best. Um,
right, like their strategy instead of like fucking charging at them and fucking it was what I'm looking for, um like impaling the enemies with their fucking swords, right? They will not even reach like their chest because they were so tiny that they will do it through their balls. Like they will that was like their secret attack, bro. Like they'll fucking castrate the enemy.
they always look for that hole to stick their sword
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Mine like a bunch of midgets just char with
For
that.
that black dot
Yeah,
somewhere up above
yeah.
them.
uh,
I mean, because back then, I guess even the soldiers were wearing what the fucking skirts, like skirt type fucking armor.
yeah, yeah. Holy fucking hilarious. I mean, on top of that, the thing that they were also like plated armor, uh, on top of like the skirts and their the rest of their clothing. But yeah, back to how the fuck did we end up talking about the Romans when we were talking avocado? That's fucking hilarious. And
I'm looking it up right now. Okay, so back then, the Roman average height of a Roman was 5'5".
seriously?
So like right now, I think average um average Roman height was quite a bit shorter than now. Yeah, so Romans were quite a bit shorter actually
Huh.
than Romans now. Like Romans back then were quite a bit shorter than Romans right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just looked it up. So yeah, that was so yeah, and from yeah, I'm pretty sure that was diet related.
Yeah, yeah, that
but
could have been diet related. I mean, probably the ones that were more nourished were also overall fucking taller. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, who knows? It might also be genetics overall because overall Mediterranean people are not that tall. Like
but the Romans it said basically that Romans back then were quite a bit shorter than Romans right now.
uh,
It was just like when you type in Google in a question, it like gives you excerpt.
uh huh.
So it didn't like it just gave a paragraph.
Okay. Are you driving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna say you
Yeah.
shouldn't be looking up things if you're
Alright.
still driving in a mountainous, dangerous road.
Yeah. It's
Be cautious,
it's
bro.
irresistible.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
But
Okay,
yeah,
well, wait.
let's move,
No,
move
no, no.
because
Let me just make
I don't have that much. Okay. Okay. Okay.
one
Go
last
ahead.
point about bread. Okay, definitely, if you overfeed someone like a population just bread, right? Obviously, it's gonna be bad. Same thing if you overfeed someone, one vegetable or whatnot. Like, well, I think that we
Right.
already
Yeah.
spoke. Like, yeah, anything in fucking excessiveness, it's bad. Like, you really think that I will be healthy if I was eating just bread? No, of course not. Like, you need to eat certain things. Like,
But but you started with like mentality. Look at the Romans; they just ate bread, and therefore, you can just fucking live off bread, and it's cool.
no, 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 no. I will never do such thing. Honestly, I'm not that. What's the word I'm looking for? The ignorant in regards to nourishment. But yeah. Anyways, let me continue with the avocado.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got like 30
yeah,
minutes.
yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Um,
Cool.
To summarize the data related to avocado consumption, whole fruit oil, and risk of cardiovascular diseases, using systematic review and meta-analysis of the 17 studies, 449 subjects published between 1960 and 2016 were eligible for review. 6 studies reported quantitative data for meta-analysis of avocado intake versus no avocado intake. 3 studies compared to avocado plus other monosaturated fats intake with a control diet, and 8 studies reported qualitative data. The funding sources included in industry, 5 studies, and governmental academia, 5 studies, and were not reported in 7 studies. Avocado intake non-significantly decreased serum total cholesterol, or TSC. Uh, trials, net change was 3.97 milligrams with a confidence level of 95% and ranges between 9.43 to 1.50. For LDLC, uh, I was gonna say trials, the net change was 4.22 milligrams with a confidence level of 95, and the ranges were 11.32 to 2.89. And triglycerides in 6 trials, um, the change was 20.69 milligrams with a confidence level of 95 and
Oh, so LDLC decreased significantly. There was a significant decrease in LDLC.
I mean, it did decrease it. It did decrease the overall ratio of HDL and LDL cholesterol, but I mean, it looks, well. I don't know if you will call it significant for LDLC, right? You're talking, right? Hello.
You said it. Well, no, we were just like a little bit ago. You said it decreased LDLC by 4 point something
Oh,
units.
yes, yes. 4.22
Okay.
units, and the ranges were 11.32 to 289 and 80
Okay. Okay.
89. I mean, I mean, yeah, I mean, it seems significant, but is it really that significant?
Well, I guess it is because the 95% confidence level is between those two values, and neither one of them crosses zero. So it's 95% confidence level that
Mm.
it's quite it's above zero, the decrease. But yeah, man. Okay, cool. And then okay, so can you start from like right after the LDLC?
Okay. Uh, for the triglycerides, it was 20.69 units on a 95% confidence level, and the values, the ranges of the values were 43.32 to 1.94. So yeah, I mean, that one seems pretty new.
Decrease.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that seems pretty neutral in my opinion, like in the middle. I mean,
Wait, what's neutral?
well, you know, for like 20.69, and imagine the ranges being 43.32 uh to like 1.94, like the ranges, and the value landed on like basically 20.69. It's very close to kind of like the neutral point, but
No.
what?
So that range is 95% on. So the mean. So from what I understand, that's by how much it decreased, right? So
Huh?
that uh, 20 something value, or what was the value for
20
triglycerides?
20.69 milligrams
Yeah, yeah.
per. Yeah.
So that 20 something value was, so the triglycerides decreased on average by 20 something units, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, okay.
But I have a
So
question. I
then
have a question. But uh, so when we're talking about like 43, it was the ceiling, like the top part, like
no.
the average.
So no. So on average it decreased by 20 units of triglycerides.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
No.
so
Uh-huh.
that's the expectation. So that's the expectation. Like, so they expect that, if they take a group of people and give them avocado, they expect that their triglycerides will decrease by 20 something units.
Oh, okay.
But they're not 100% sure that that's exactly by how much it will decrease. But within 95% confidence level, they're 95% sure that is going to be that is going to decrease somewhere between 40
And
by it will decrease
1.94.
by, yeah,
Oh,
it,
okay.
it will decrease by somewhere between 40 and that 1.4. But
Oh.
neither one is zero, which means, like, even with 95% confidence level, they believe that the decrease will be above zero, like it will be some number, because
Okay.
like, it doesn't even cross the zero.
Okay. I get it now.
But on average, they expect it to be 20 something.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought.
that's the 95%. 95% is that those two numbers. Those two numbers are the 95%.
I really thought that, to be like, thank you for the explanation, by the way. But I was thinking that to be like fucking even more relevant, it will have to be well, realistically speaking, yeah, to be more relevant, it has to be closer to the first number. But I guess, it's still relevant enough, right? If you only have like 20.69, because there is a change at the end of the day, like it might not be super close to the expected range, which was 43.32, but there is a significant change, right?
If you got what I was saying.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Like, basically. Wait, yeah, I did got it. So basically, they were expecting 43.32, uh, but it landed in 20.
No.
What?
So after they ran their data and they analyzed their data, their result is that, this, or like a pin, avocado reduces triglycerides by 20 units, but because of, random errors and data falling all over the place, they're like, well, it's not going to exactly reduce it by 20 points. It's going to be somewhere in the range, and they're like 95% sure that it's going to be in the range between 40 and 1.4. It will reduce it by somewhere between 40 and 1.4,
Oh, okay.
but most likely it's going to be 20. But like, the bigger the range is, the less sure they are.
Yeah, okay. And
um
but basically, they're taking the
yeah,
average there when they come up with
yeah like it,
2069.
yeah, like, if they had like shit ton of people, right, like, and like very very little error, then it would be like, it decreased triglycerides by 20 point something with a 95% confidence level range of, like, somewhere between 21 and 19. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
yeah. So they're like 95% sure that it decreases it by somewhere between 19 and 21, but the most likely number would be 20, somewhere somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, like they average him out, yeah, so they can have like a more
It's not, yeah, yeah.
no?
It's not exact average the way. Well, it's not exact average the way they do it because the distribution has its own shape, and then there's a t uh, a t distribution that they might have used, and it might be your log, like it might be skewed or whatever. So it might not be exactly in the middle.
Mm.
So the 95% confidence level might be a little bit more to one side or another. But yeah, that those two numbers is like their range of that exact value by how much avocado reduces it is actually in that range between 40 and 1.5 somewhere. But if they had to pick a value, they would just say they would go with 20 point something,
Oh, okay.
most likely.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you for the explanation, broski. Now I got it.
Yep, yeah.
Avocado significantly increase HDLC in six trials with a change of with a net change of 3.17 units with a 95 percentage confidence ratio, and it was the ranges were 0.21 to 6.13. Decrease of total cholesterol and HDL cholesterol for trials with a net change of 0.45, a 95 confidence level, and the ranges were 0.68 and 0.22. Uh, for LDL and HDL, three trials net change was 0.19, and that was like the net change, and the ranges were 0.38 and 0.01. Body weight wasn't changed with the avocado intake. Five trials with the net change of 0.19.
Another question for you.
Uh-huh.
Is there tryptophan in dark chocolate?
Okay, let me write it down. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Avocado intake. Wait. Body weight wasn't changed with the avocado intake in five trials with an age change of 0.19 units and 95% confidence level, and the ranges between
Hey,
what?
another question. Is avocado? Oh, it's avocado. Is chocolate made out of cocoa powder, or How is chocolate made?
Uh, yeah, we'll research it, but I think that I can
Yeah.
answer you the question, and it is, but depends on how organic it is, so natural it is. Like if it's
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What's a how do they make? How do they turn cocoa powder
okay, let me write it.
into chocolate?
Okay, I wrote it down.
Cool.
Uh,
Because when I look at the ingredients of chocolate, like it doesn't have cocoa powder in the ingredients. So I'm like, wait, what?
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
I'll
Okay,
let
go
you know,
ahead.
broski. The difference in outcomes of blood glucose, BMI, fucking homo IR systolic and diastolic blood pressure were reported in the three studies and were not significant between avocado and control groups. In this group, there was like, yeah, no difference. None of the eligible studies reported incidental clinical outcomes of cardiovascular disease. Uh,
And none. Wait, there was no difference in what?
there was none of the eligible studies reported incident of clinical outcomes of cardiovascular disease, like in terms of like
I
people
see. Yeah,
dying
yeah.
of heart diseases and shit. Uh,
Gotcha.
so avocado intake might have a positive impact on some cardiovascular risk factors. Specifically, uh, avocado intake was associated with significant increase in HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, and decrease in the ratio of total cholesterol to HDL cholesterol and LDL cholesterol to HDL cholesterol. However, there was no significant effect in total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, body weight, blood glucose, insulin resistance, BMI, or blood pressure. Um, what I was gonna say? But yeah, it's like the way I imagine it in my head. Imagine like it overall decreases your total cholesterol, but your good cholesterol still up by a little bit. Like imagine that. Imagine it in like your head, like like lines, and then they decrease, but the one that is meant to be the good cholesterol is still a little bit upwards. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, they said the HDL goes up, LDL goes down.
Yeah. Okay. Dietary lipids have been shown to increase bioavailability of provitamin A carotenoids from a single mean, but the effects of dietary lipids on conversion to vitamin E during absorption are essentially unknown. Based on previous animal studies, we hypothesized that the consumption of provitamin A carotenoids with dietary lipid will enhance conversion of vitamin A during absorption compared with the
Hey, can you eat like a little bit of avocado every day?
Yeah, sure.
So here's an experiment we can do. So like mu naught and like the mu naught distribution or whatever would be eating avocado outside of the lycopene or tomatoes, like more than 3 hours away from those.
Wait,
And
repeat that
then
part again.
our so you do like a random number generator from like 1 to 2,
Yeah.
and one is you eat avocado with the lycopene supplement or tomatoes, whichever.
Uh huh.
Um, and then two would be eat it like at least 3 hours outside of those two things.
Okay.
And then
Wait.
when we do our huh?
Let me write it down. So one for avocado and lycopene, right?
Or tomato,
Uh
yeah.
huh. Two.
And two is eating the avocado at least 3 hours away from them, so that when you get your lycopene, tomato
Like the
or
absorption will be
the
better,
supplement,
right? Yeah.
it will be either with avocado or without.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
And then when we do our p-value test, our one data set
So basically, I don't
will
have
be
to
based.
roll for lycopene anymore. I will just be rolling for lycopene and avocado, right?
uh
So basically, I won't have to roll for lycopene itself alone. I will be rolling.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I mean, if you want, you can just take lycopene every day for if you want to. Like, I mean, we're not really like. I don't know if we're running that. Are we still running that experiment?
Yeah, yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can update it like one last time, and then you can do whatever you want to. Like, take it every day, or take it randomly, or keep running the experiment if you want to.
Yeah, like
Doesn't
in other
matter.
words, or way, it
Just
doesn't matter now if I take it or not.
yeah, yeah. Just yeah. I mean,
Unless I have to do
but
it for the avocado.
no, well, but with avocado, the test is you take avocado, like even if you don't eat lycopene, I mean, just like eat a tomato, you know. So it doesn't matter like whether a lycopene or a tomato. Just eat avocado with them is one,
Yeah, okay.
and then two is eat avocado away from like all tomatoes or lycopene supplements.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. The way
But
I'm gonna do it.
then, but
Wait.
whichever.
The way I'm gonna do it, like for example, since now on, I'm gonna start rolling for like in combination of lycopene and tomato. I mean, not tomato and avocado. So basically, if I get one, I will, just consume the avocado and the lycopene or the tomato, and two, I will not consume it. Then
No,
well, that makes sense.
no, that's terrible. No, that's terrible.
How?
Because it. So then you'll be comparing eating basic. Well, then you'll still be studying whether or not like lycopene is healthy. You'll just be like comparing days when you didn't eat lycopene to days when you did eat lycopene. you know. But we're not really like want to study the lycopene. We want to study the avocado. So like the only different things between the day one and day two needs to
Okay, but
be
do you realize that?
when you ate
Uh huh.
when you ate avocado.
Yeah, yeah, but like, do you realize like it doesn't really make sense if, like, for example, I had to roll for what is it called, for avocado, right? And it lands on one, even if like I wasn't doing the experiment or whatnot, and I choose to take the peel instead of eat the tomato. I will still have to put, I will still have to consume the peel, and it could just go on my data there. Oh yeah, I consume lycopene. Like, I will not have to roll for lycopene again. Like, even if I wasn't doing the
Thing
experiment.
is that either you would have to like roll for lycopene separately, or choose to not take lycopene at all every day,
No, because
or
that way I will
take
have to take it
lycopene every
twice.
day. What? Why would you have to take it twice?
Because you're basically implying that I will have to roll twice for lycopene.
Why?
Because you're.
No, you roll separately for lycopene, and I mean, if you keep going with the experiment, then you would like roll separately for lycopene and avocado. They would not be correlated.
No, no, but like,
They would be,
do you understand?
huh?
Like, don't you understand that? Like, the implication of eating avocado, like you told me, it's like, okay, it lands on one. You take lycopene and
Oh, you don't have to take lycopene just because it landed on one on avocado.
yeah, one is for tomato, avocado, and then lycopene.
No.
No.
Wait, tomato and
Yeah,
avocado.
that's what you said.
So so so
Because we are talking about the
so one.
absorption of lycopene being better when you eat avocado.
Yeah, but you can't change how you eat tomato or lycopene. It like the way you eat tomatoes and lycopene needs to stay the same every day. The only thing that needs to change is the avocado. So if you're rolling 1, 2, 3 for lycopene you have to keep doing it every day. You can't roll them the same for avocado and lycopene. They can't be related in that way.
Hmm.
So the way you eat lycopene, for example, you roll for lycopene, you have to keep rolling for it independently every day. and then it's not gonna affect it.
Okay, so what if
Um,
like I roll for lycopene and I got no lycopene and then I roll for avocado and I get one.
Eat a tomato.
Oh, ok, oh, I get it now. Okay, so basically, if it's lycopene day for lycopene, I will do it with like lycopene, right? Like the avocado, right? But if it doesn't and it lands on one, I will be doing the tomato and the avocado.
Yeah, and then if you do lycopene, then maybe try to do it if you happen like if you also like happen to eat a tomato that day, maybe try to like wouldn't. But
Also,
it
the
doesn't
number.
really matter.
Wait, wait,
Just
wait.
basically, do what you were doing. But like if lands on one for avocado, just try to put it with
And
either lycopene or
and
tomato.
two and
Yeah.
the number 2 and 3, I don't do it or what? Or like uh.
Oh,
tr-
just two. It's between one and two, and then if it lands on two, then you eat avocado separate, like away from lycopene sources.
Okay. But if it lands on two,
You can also look up.
if I wait, wait,
You
wait,
can also look up.
if it lands
Go
on
ahead.
two, I still need to eat the avocado, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you eat avocado either way, like at least a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
The only thing we're really studying whether or not it matters, for
the absorption of
like
lycopene, whether it's
if you
better.
eat it with lycopene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
And then you can also look up what are the sources of lycopene, and you might find more things that you eat randomly that actually have quite a bit of lycopene other than tomatoes. And so then you can pick any of them, and
I'll see.
on one
I
match
mean,
avocado with
tomato
them.
is quite rich in it, and I like tomatoes, so I'll just stick with tomatoes. But yeah, I can.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's fine, bro. But yeah, I'm down to do that experiment. I wrote it down.
nice.
What I was gonna say. Uh, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So dietary lipids have been shown to increase bioavailability of provitamin A carotenoids from a single meal, but the effects of dietary lipids on conversion to vitamin E during absorption are essentially unknown. Based on previous animal studies, we hypothesized that consumption of provitamin A carotenoids with the dietary lipid will enhance conversion to vitamin E during absorption. Compare the consumption of provitamin A carotenoid alone. Two separate sets of 12 healthy men and women were recruited for two randomized two-way crossover studies. One meal was served with fresh avocado, cultivated variety of hash, delivering 23 grams of lipids, and a second meal was served without avocado. In study one, the source of provitamin A carotenoids was a tomato sauce made from novel high V carotene variety of tomatoes, delivering 33.7 milligrams of V carotene. In study 2, the source of vitamin A carotenoids was raw carrots, delivering 27.3 milligrams of V carotene and 11.7 milligrams of A carotene. Um, Postprandial blood samples were taken over 12 hours and provitamin A carotene. Wait, did I pronounce that correctly? No,
Keratin,
no, no. Uh, postprandial.
prandial, yeah, postprandial.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. It's like after eating a meal. Um, prost. I mean, postprandial blood samples were taken over 12 hours, and provitamin A carotenoids and vitamin A were quantified in triglyceride um, triglyceride-rich lipoprotein fractions to determine baseline corrected area under the concentration versus the time curve consumption of lipid-rich avocado enhanced the absorption of B carotene from study 1 by 2.4 fold with a p-value of less than 0.0001. In study 2, the absorption of beta carotene and A carotene increased by 6.6 and 4.8 fold, respectively, with a p-value of less than 0.0001 for both.
Freaking insane. Also, question for you. Like, maybe try to see why avocado increases absorption of those things.
Yeah, yeah. Consumption of avocado enhance efficiency of conversion to vitamin E, measured by the retinol esters by 4.6 fold in the study one, with a p-value of less than 0.0001 and a 12.
Oh shit! I know why.
Why?
I think I know why. What is it? L-carnitine. Well, okay. So if L-carnitine and the freaking keratins, carotenoids are fat soluble, it's critical for fat soluble nutrients. It's critical for there to be fat, because if there's no fat, your the fat soluble ingredients kind of just go through your system and just poop them out.
Huh.
So it really might be more fat related than, like it being avocado. But I mean, you can check. You can
Yeah.
look up like
What?
question like is like lycopene fat soluble?
Uh. Okay. Is lycopene what?
Soluble.
Okay. I wrote it down. Uh, in the observation highlights the importance of provitamin A carotenoid consumption with a lipid-rich food such as avocado for maximum absorption and conversion to vitamin A. And specifically in populations in which vitamin E deficiency is prevalent. And we already know that vitamin A is good for vision, is required for the proper functioning of the retina, which is responsible for vision in low light conditions. It also helps to maintain the health of cornea. Immune system. Vitamin E is important for the normal function of the immune system, helping to fight infections and diseases, cell growth, and differentiations. Vitamin A, it's involved in the growth and differentiation of cells, including skin cells and cells that line the respiratory, gastrointestinal, and urinary tracts. Reproduction. Vitamin E is important for the proper development of reproductive system and for the growth development of the fetus during pregnancy. Bone health. Vitamin E is involved in the maintenance and healthy bones, as it helps to regulate the activity of cells that break down and build up bone tissue. Skin health. Vitamin A is essential for the health of the skin and mucous membranes, helping to keep them moist, preventing them from becoming dry and cracked. Antioxidant. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant, helping to protect cells from damage caused by free radicals. Yep, that'll be the studies about avocado, brother.
Nice, nice. Good job, man. That's fucking amazing. I had no idea about avocado's power.
Yeah, it's pretty good, bro, and tasty.
Yeah.
You're a very selective, very picky eater. I can tell.
No, no, it's just I just don't like random things like cheese or avocado.
Oh, yeah.
It's just there's like certain random things that I just don't like when people usually like them.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, you could just probably, like, if there is results in the studies, you could just probably just blend it up and, see how it does.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. So can you you asked me, whatever the big Bluetooth and the daylight. Can you also ask me? I guess avocado, really.
Oh, you're gonna
I
do
kind
it
of,
too?
yeah.
By the way, did you
I,
even
I
tell
want to
me the
say
daylight and the Bluetooth?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's whatever was.
Oh
Well,
no, I think that we already
wait,
went through that,
what?
and you told me that you didn't want to tell me or something like that, or because you don't take a health index, it doesn't matter. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah. I'm not taking health index on the 14th. I think.
But
Let me see.
yeah, I think you told me something like
On the 15th. On the 15th. Yeah, I'm not taking health index on the 15th. And we already got. I think we already got the daylight hours after the last health index, which was on what, like 13th or something.
yeah, I believe so. Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, I'll ask you for
well,
avocado.
yeah. I mean, I guess ask me for avocado and cheese. I mean, cheese. Like I think I'm gonna have fucking at some point trouble skipping cheese. Like it
You're becoming addicted.
like I it takes. I don't like how it's like beer, like I don't like or like people, the people don't like how like alcohol tastes, but they still want it, right? It's like that. Like
Yeah, but also
even though I don't
remember
like
that that cheese is like 100 grams is very high in fucking in what is it called, glutamic acid. So be responsible with your consumption. Like yeah,
glutamate. Yeah. So yeah, ask me about cheese and freaking avocado.
for sure.
Because yeah, we can run a study like that, and maybe try to have at least one um updated or new like statistical analysis on a 4-day past, 4-day forward on some
Yeah,
one
for sure.
whichever one you pick,
Yeah,
and then yeah, like one, at least one, like not t test but like p-value test.
yeah.
But I think you did do p-value test on
I did
alcohol.
4. Yeah,
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so just try to pick one from the 4 days back forward and one
yeah,
p-value
for
per
sure.
day, and then we would learn like a variety of things
Yeah, for sure, Brusky.
and keep on track on, like, looking at things we do.
For sure,
Nice.
I'll do it, brother. Got you.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep at this Walmart, and in the morning I can go and look for avocado
Nice,
at this
nice.
place.
Yeah, and make sure that they are ripe ones. Otherwise, it's gonna be very more suffering for you. Like you don't want them unripe. They taste kind of doo like that.
What? Oh, you mean like
Ripe?
I don't want hard
No,
ones?
yeah, like ripe when they're like matured, when they're like like fully ready to be eaten. In other words, like make sure that they don't have like a greenish tone on their skin. They're more like dark in the outer area.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, man. I'll try to do
Unless,
that.
uh you think that you're not gonna eat them in a long time, then I guess that's fine. But yeah, you wanna get them properly dark skin.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Like it's like trying to eat a green
Yeah,
banana.
basically. But yeah, Broski, you get the avocados and sleep well, brother. Oh, also,
Oh,
hmm
put cheese for the last health index. I
which
don't know
day?
when it was.